What's going on, guys? It's your boy Blu-rayDave back with another video. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible today. Guys, I'm going to be talking about what Star Wars The Clone Wars means to me in a way, because I know a lot of fans like myself have been I shouldn't have said it like that. I should have said the fans, like, okay, this is getting off track, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just a little speechless right now because I just got done finishing the whole box set of the Clone Wars, and yeah, just like the fans, guys, me personally, I love this series so much. It means the world to me. I could just remember watching, the movie for the first time as I was still getting into Star Wars many years ago, because this year marks the 10-year anniversary that I started liking the franchise of Star Wars. So, where do I even begin? I mean, I thought the movie was Season 1, and then I started watching Season 2. I still love the movie, guys. It needs more recognition. Without the movie, we wouldn't even have this beautiful franchise here. It was a good time for me, too, to start as a fan, experiencing more about Star Wars, and if there's any other shows out there. Yeah, I feel really connected with the show and the characters. I have 3 favorite characters in the show, and that is, of course, the Anakin Skywalker, Ahsoka Tano, and Captain Rex. I knew Captain Rex was going to be one of the most important clone troopers in the TV show. Really, the 2 important clone troopers that we know of in the show is obviously Captain Rex and Commander Cody. But everybody, and I mean everybody, including myself, we all love Fives. We all wish we didn't, we all wish that he didn't have to die during the Clone Wars, events, whatever you want to call it. I mean, the last time we saw him was in Season 6, The Lost Missions. He tried so hard. He tried so hard explaining to the Jedi, the Republic, everyone about Order 66, like the plot against the Jedi. And he was afraid of the Chancellor, and the Chancellor was afraid of Fives. And the Chancellor should be afraid of Fives because the Chancellor, aka Darth Sidious, is behind the plot of the Clone Wars. We cannot forget the Clone Wars predecessor, and that goes to the original Clone Wars from 2003 through 2005. That's where they get their original designs, where the original voice actors came into place. I give that show a lot of credit too. So yeah, I spent 2 weeks watching the entire show, and last night I finally got to watch the first episode of the final season of the Clone Wars, Season 7, and it's called The Bad Batch, and it was a good start for Season 7. What I've been told, this season's going to get 12 episodes, because, Season 6 got 13, so why not? It's a perfect way to end the show, because we're getting into the Revenge of the Sith era now, and there's going to be a lot of connections and Easter eggs, and I remember being so disappointed that the Clone Wars was ending. Like, sure, there was some critical stuff in Season 6. Like, how could the show end, Since it's the bought out, with Disney buying Lucasfilm, I know they had their reasons. I mean, yeah, so the movie came out first in the movie theater. Seasons 1 through 5 came on Cartoon Network, and Season 6 was the Netflix exclusive. I've been wanting to have this whole series in my hands for a long time. So yeah, I've collected some merchandise from the Clone Wars. I have the movie soundtrack, I have the action figures, I have some of the Lego sets, I have some of the books, and as a Star Wars fan, especially as a Clone Wars fan, you gotta appreciate everything about the Clone Wars, right? And like I said, I tell this to my parents all the time, this show is not just for little kids, not by a long shot, because there are some dark and scary elements in the show which is, I guess, kind of new to the table of Star Wars, and I'm glad there's more adult fans out there. So, I'm still trying to teach my, well, quote-unquote, teach my parents why the Clone Wars is important to the franchise and how much it means to Star Wars fans. Sure, this will be the real OG show of Lucasfilm. I do appreciate Rebels and Resistance and The Mandalorian, but this is definitely the one to go, guys. I definitely recommend the Clone Wars. If parents, if you have little ones, please be there for them because, like I said, there's some dark and scary elements that they shouldn't be able to watch alone. I remember watching season 3 of the Clone Wars at my grandparents' house when they had cable still, and it was when the Jedi were saving Jedi Master Evan Pell, I think, but he died. I remember those episodes very specifically. I remember Asajj Ventress, Savage Opress fighting Count Dooku. Like, man, I would always order these seasons from my local library that I used to go to. I haven't been there in a while, but I would watch the episodes. And as soon as season 6 came out on Netflix, I'm like, I'm hooked. Let's watch it. But now it's on Disney Plus. I can watch them anytime. Still, I got the whole series, guys. So I can't wait for season 7. How it's gonna improve. Hopefully, it'll come out on Blu-ray. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much what I have to say about my experience about the Clone Wars and how much it means to me. My good friend Gav Gamer, he's also into the Clone Wars. Like, I told him about the final season, and it just brings me back when Gav and I, we would always we would play with our Clone Wars action figures and the Lego sets and the books, and we would watch the show. It's a good bonding experience. I know this show has brought many people together as a community, so I'm so grateful for the show. Anyways, that's all I have to say for this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and rate, and tell me, how much does the Clone Wars mean to you guys, alright? Do you feel connected? Do you think it's one of the real OG shows of Star Wars? And like people say on the internet, without the Phantom Menace, we wouldn't even have this show, alright? So you gotta give Phantom Menace for credit, too. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, bye-bye. May the Lord and may the Force be with you guys. Always love you guys. Peace out, guys.